All right, Shalom. Let me get straight into this lesson. But we do this every so-called New Year, going into the origins of the so-called New Year to give you the pagan origin and how this ain't got nothing to do with the so-called beginning of the year. This is all paganism. This is the worship of a god called Janus. And this is nothing new. This comes from ancient Rome, which America is the revival of that Roman Empire. Right? This will be the last system in place ruled by Esau Edom before the great destruction comes. Right? And the kingdom of heaven is set up, which is the kingdom of Israel. So this day here, people gonna be wilding out, getting drunk. Women gonna be turning up, acting a fool, fighting. There's all kind of sorts of madness. You're gonna have people doing fireworks. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the scriptures say our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge. And you got some people know what this day is. They know it's pagan, but they're gonna do it anyway because the world has a bigger influence on them. Right? They not willing to stand up to what they believe in. So let's get into this short video and then I'm gonna get into this lesson.
In this short audio teaching, we will learn about the pagan traditions that have been found in celebrating the New Year. Yahweh Apostolic Ministries presents New Year's Ancient Pagan Origins.
The pagan religious New Year, January 1st, in the majority of countries is not the scriptural New Year. Those who are led by and abide in Scripture will observe or follow this New Year, and not of a corrupt religious system. See what Wikipedia has to say about the world's New Year. The Romans dedicated New Year's Day to Janus, the god of gates, doors, and beginnings, for whom...
Do you hear this? Let's back it up one more time so you can hear this. Janus, I'm gonna actually get into that information, showing you that's how you got the name of the month January. It's named after this false god named Janus. Let's get the place again.
See what Wikipedia has to say about the world's New Year. The Romans dedicated New Year's Day to Janus, the god of gates, doors, and beginnings, for whom the first month of the year, January, is also named.
Well, there you go. Did you hear that? I did not lie to you. We give you the direct, honest, 100% truth. So that's how you got the name January. And you go through all the months. This is pretty much the all pagan system. The beginning of the year starts around the so-called March and so-called April, month, when everything springs back into life. So you've been given nothing but lies. And, we was once a part of this, but we've been woken up out of this, going back into prophecy, that we will wake up in the land of our captivities and remember our iniquity. Remember that this is wicked, right? All these pagan practices of our people serving other gods. So let me get into this lesson. 1 second. All right, so let's get straight into this lesson. First up, I'm going to open up with this classic scripture. The book of Hosea 4 and 6, it says, my people are destroyed. You need to listen up to this. Why are people so destroyed? For lack of knowledge. That's very, very important for you to understand that. Lack of knowledge. Knowledge is the principal thing in this life, nothing else. You've been taught money, possessions, so on and so forth. No, knowledge, the correct knowledge is what life is all about because it leads to wisdom. So our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Let's keep reading this because thou has rejected knowledge. So when we bring the truth to our people, they reject it. They call, or what they'll do is rebuttal. They'll come up with every excuse in the world. Like they'll say, I don't celebrate it for that reason. Well, it's the only time family can get together. So on and so forth, right? Just excuses because they wicked. It says, I will also reject thee. Thou should be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law. You've been taught the law is done away with. You can do whatever you want to do, as long as you believe in sweet Jesus. Law of thy power. I will also forgive thy children. So let's go here. So you're going to have people make so-called New Year's resolutions. This place this thing got a big enchantment, right? You got to look at this. You're going to have people losing their mind. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this too. That, you know, you people feeling the crunch. So people looking at it like, you know, New Year's ain't the same because the mirth in this place is is gone. It's drying up. Right? People can't afford to live, so it's over here. Then you got these stupid people that say they're gonna do their New Year's resolutions. So what the, you know, I don't even want to go too hard, but you know, you get the point. People bugged out. Right here, they say lose weight, exercise, drink more water, quit smoking, you know, early in bed. So these people have these New Year's resolutions that they don't stick to. They do this every so-called New Year, and it's a vicious cycle, right? You need a so-called New Year to make you get your shit together, you know? It's just crazy, man. But, you know, let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go to the origin of this. Um, as the video stated, but I'm just going to give you another reference point. You know, Google AI, it says right here at the very top, it says, yes, Janus. That's how you get the month January. And all these months and all these days of the week are all named after false gods. And they go to show you that we in the Roman system. This is the Roman system revised, coming back to life. All right, in this so-called American system. It says, yes, Janus, the Roman god of beginners. Why is the Roman god? Why is that? Because this is Rome all over again. It says the Roman god, which is an idol of beginnings, transitions, and endings, is often depicted with two faces, one looking to the past and one looking to the future. Let me show you this idol. So this is what you celebrating. This is what you worshiping. Right? And this comes from ancient Rome. Go to show you that this is nothing but Rome all over again. Like the scripture said it would happen. Look, Saturn, you know, Janus. I mean, it's all the same stuff. So let's go here. So we was once partakers of this folly and this wickedness, but we have woken up because prophecy said we would. Baruch 2 and 30. For I knew that they would not hear me because it's a stiff-necked people. So you go to this word stiff-necked, our people very stubborn, very, very stubborn people. You know, they can know something is wrong to do, but they gonna do it anyway. Right? Then they got so much, they got so much, you know, how can I say it? They so delusional that they'll still do these idolatry and say they praying to so-called God. Right? This how delusional and demented it is. It says, but in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. So we was going to remember we was Israelites. Remember the ways of our forefathers and get back to that way of life to the best of our abilities, not doing idolatry. If you read the Bible, you know the main thing that kept getting us going into captivity, pissing off the Most High, is idolatry. So why would you continue to do that? Baruch 2 and 31. But a lot of our people, you got to show them better than you can tell them. But that's what's going to happen. And shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, they power. For I will give them a heart and ears to hear. So you're going to have the understanding to be able to understand all these things about the origin of all these so-called celebrations and holidays and traditions. Let's go to 32. Salakia. Let me let this load. 32. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. The name is the foundation of the truth. His name is not Yah. It ain't Yeshua. I mean Salakia. Yahuwah. Salakia. That's what I meant to say. Yahuwah, Elohim, God. All of my folks' name. His name is Yahweh, and his son not Yeshua. And it's not Jesus. His name not Jesus. His name not Christ. His name Yahweh Shah. Right. So let's go here. Let's go here. Right here. So you can't serve two masters. Matter of fact, I want to go here. I want to go here. And then I jump back right there. So this going into this scripture, Romans 12 and 2. It says at the top, according to the King James Version of the Bible, the phrase the world has influenced you, the world has influenced you, is mostly closely related to the verse Romans 12 and 2, which states, and be not conformed to this world. What world is this talking about? The Edomite world. the Roman world, the American world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye might prove what is good, not what you've been taught, but according to the scriptures, and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Check this out. It says conform to this world. This means being shaped or influenced by the prevailing values, by the prevailing attitudes, and by the prevailing behaviors of society that might not align with God's will. Do you hear this? So that means if you know something is evil and wicked, just because everybody's enticing you, just because the world, your family members, or everybody is doing it, that means you separate from that. You don't do it. Point blank, period. But a lot of you people are so weak. You know what I'm saying? Let's go here. Going back into this, going to the scripture, Matthew 6:24. You can't serve two masters. You can't serve the world and then go back and say you serving the Most High. You're delusional. It says, the saying at the very top, you can't serve two masters, means that a person's loyalties must be undivided and that they cannot prioritize both serving God and material wealth. And it ain't just material wealth, it's everything. It's these holidays, these celebrations, your family, your job, whatever. Right here. The saying is based on the idea that opposing masters demand different things. Do you hear this? And lead down different paths. For example, Yahweh said, you cannot serve God and mammon, where that means so-called money. The Greek word mammon comes from the Aramaic word wealth. Yahweh was not saying that money is bad, but rather that it is a bad master. Yeah, so on and so forth. But yeah, you get the point of it. But you got a lot of people that's gonna completely wild out tonight, get pissy drunk, black out, you know what I'm saying? A lot of women gonna be on a lot of folly as well. They're already influenced by these traditions, these holidays. You got people gonna go do the firework thing, so on and so forth. Right? But this is satanic, and you Israelites, you keep doing the same thing over and over again. It's like, I don't get it. That's why the Most High gotta bring destruction. Because that's the only way you people gonna get right. Gotta be destroyed. All right. Hopefully this lesson was edifying. Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakat, Kordash. Shalom.